And we... Okay, yeah, we are back. There we go. Okay. Just wanting to make sure we were actually back, and I think we are. This is Status Live 1993. Back with and continuing Batman Arkham Asylum, the first game of the Arkham series after a couple of days. And let's get right there. Hopefully, the place is tapped, it loads, and lets me hear the short conversation, because it's one of my favourite third conversations of the game. So fingers crossed it actually does. $99 out of $240, not bad. Oh, my arm hurts, Jesus.
We locked them all. The bed's not getting through here. Why do you open up that tunnel? Questioning the boss again? You've done nothing but whine since we got busted out.
Yeah, Joker sends his girlfriend down and tells us to guard the tunnel. We guard the tunnel. Joker tells us to kill the bat. We kill the bat.
Joker told me to kill my sister once.
Did you do it?
Hell yeah! Never liked her anyway.
You're cold, man. Funny thing, he said the same to me. I told him I didn't even have a sister. He just kept telling me to do it. So I got in my car and ran over the first bitch I saw. Joker seemed happy.
Ha ha. He's a barrel lad. Kind of a mystery, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, but he acts all crazy one minute, and then the next he's all plans and jobs. Who knows what goes on in that head?
Not our problem. But if he sends Harley back down here, we'll really be in trouble. Anyone got anything to drink?
Nope. Got a handful of meds from a dead nurse back in medical. Took 'em. Not even a buzz. Where was she taking the warden anyway?
Would you all just shut the hell up? This is supposed to be an ambush.
Yeah. Just wanted something to take the edge off, you know?
Just keep it down. I don't want to take any chances.
I love everything about that conversation. I'm going to actually... I probably don't have to, but I'm going to turn the music down a little. I wish you had that. Affects anything. But you know, I completely can see the Jughead telling me, hey, kill your sister. And then, oh, but I don't have a sister, do it anyway. I like everything about it. So let's see, 2 armed people, I'm happy I checked. Whoa. Yeah, there should be but there we go, Jesus, that was strange. I will hit those 3. Need to remember that I can actually do a bit more than I used to. Damn it. Damn it. That's fine. Oh, okay then. Oh, I should have thrown him.
This'll hurt.
Well, that's fine, I guess. Say some slurp, I might have just turned the volume on my headphones up louder. Ah, no, we'll see how it works. Okay. I'll walk with this for now. Let's see. Yeah, let's just get this. I'll use it for, I'll try to remember to use it. I mean, I actually don't mind what to take down. I'm not great at these stealth sections in this game, but that's fine. Wait a second. Oh, this is an easy one. Maybe I haven't even been in here yet. Oh, that's probably it. So I have one more day of work, my 9th day straight, and then I will finally be off on Saturday. So I have that to look forward to. Something anyway. By the way, we are chasing... I probably should be looking. We're trying to follow the warden. I never need this anymore because I know exactly where we're going every single time. Yeah, we are following Quincy Sub's blood since after Harley Quinn kidnapped him. Zaz is counting on you to find his work. And find it I will in, I don't know, October or something.
This is the warden. It is my duty everyone upload their sign-ons immediately. I recommend uploading them into... I can't read this. Uploading them into your head.
Okay, I just wanted to hit for him to face a different way. See, that's better. Easy. So I finally figured out some issues that were annoying me. One, my follower thingy wasn't updating when people followed me live, because I did not have the I don't know, Streamlabs labels thing up. I now know to keep that up, so it should update live as I get new ones. So thank you, Lukey, who I talked to you a bit. I talked to them a bit last stream, which is a couple of days ago. So you're now listed as you rightfully should be, and Fiona should have been listed rightfully before them. So that's our starter now, so that should work. I also finally fixed it where my cursor is. You can't see my cursor, my mouse cursor, when I'm on the game. So that's also nice. And I also had to fix something with my chat, so now my chat should actually show up on stream, because I was testing it a bit before I started streaming and it wasn't working. So I fixed that too. So that's all fine and dandy. How many are here? 6? By 6 I mean 0, because they're all about to be hard. It's over. Okay, I will throw this one.
Best you got?
Hey, I actually remembered that. That was such a mistake. That could have been a great one. For me, anyway. But that's fine. Oh, well. What'd it be? Okay, never mind. Talk to me, you shall. Dude, I say... Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Batman. The guard wouldn't have lasted much longer.
Is he okay?
He struck his head when they knocked him to the ground.
Move him away from here as soon as you can. Take him to the medical facility. It's the safest place on the island.
Okay. I'll go with him as soon as he's able to stand.
Well, I was about to say, that orderly looks like he's probably about 20 pounds lighter than the guard, maybe 30. So, yeah, you're not expecting him to get all the way over there by just carrying him or dragging him is basically not possible. I mean, it would take forever to get over there, because you need to go up the stairs since the elevator doesn't work. Like, Jesus Christ, that would be bad. So yeah, I was about to say, when he starts walking, yeah, he can get him over there. Does this game have a, oh, it does. I just remember that there's a quick battle ring. I have, in fact, used it before. Like, the more upgrades you get, this is especially true during later games. The more upgrades I get, the less I use, which I never remember half the things I have.
Dead? Think so. When did he die? Probably when you shot him.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Oh.
That's great.
Taped patient evaluation 1. Patient name is Victor Zaz. Diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area.
Yeah, at least.
Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
Jesus.
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family, that your parents died, how you lost lost all the money gambling.
And none of it matters.
Why do you keep saying that, Victor?
He said it twice.
The only thing that does matter is the mark. Have you seen my work, Miss Cassidy?
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course I mean my tally marks. And I have a space for yours. Do you want to see where?
Voices seemed a bit quiet, so I actually turned this up. But, yeah, so as we were talking about earlier, or I was talking about earlier, Victor Zsasz first appeared in 1992 in the Side of the Bat 4-part story, which is a really good introduction to the character. Yeah. This is probably the right way to do it anyway. Louder voices, some last music, and let's see how that works. I like how this is by the complete point of this. Ooh, I can go into a van for a second, then come right back out of the van. Such greatness. Honestly, this is going to be more beneficial than a combat takedown. Because this basically is a combat takedown. Because I just took out all three right there. Probably less XP now that I think about it, but it's fine. I guess I should probably try to do the character thing of firing these mock thingies. Ooh, teeth. My fave. No one in here, so that's nice. Let's see.
I thought I made them easy to find. I guess not.
Dude, that one was barely hidden. Yeah, this is how it's such a strange angle. How do you reflect on your successes and failures, Batman? Cute, Ridley. Very cute. Those doors annoy me, but that's fine. 2 people, 1 voice, no gun. This is pretty effective, honestly. Just hearing those noises and then seeing this, which is probably not how we're supposed to treat inmates, but I mean, this is Arkham Asylum. Maybe this is out just because I turned my headphones up. I really don't know. The thing is, I can't really listen to my stream as I go, so I kind of just have to roll with it. Oh, I don't need controls. Does this? Oh, this is a go task. Does this count as SFX or dialogue? Does it sound like it counts as that? Actually, what I might do is... I usually don't like mashing around with this stuff too much. This is what I'll do. I'll just leave like these here and call that a day. Unless somebody says different. Oh, okay. I thought that was locked. Oh, yeah, I forgot. What this is basically a you go straight through, and then it's all the way back. You have to deal with everything. Oh, I'm surprised that part of the map came up. I did get the other half. Okay. And that's electrified, but I can't get over that one. But, well, I can use this to test out the horrible flying again. It's so much more intuitive in this type of game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually will probably want that sooner or later. The range amplifier for that thingy. Oh, I don't. Catch screen time.
Stop! Stop, Batman, please! You've got to help my babies!
I'm really not interested in a bunch of flowers, Ivy.
They're in pain, crying for help!
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
Poor children. I'll save you.
Last time I'll change it. There you go. Oh, I have even had a bio yet. Botanist Pamela Isley was transformed by a science experiment gone wrong into a plant-human hybrid. With cold flow flowing through her veins instead of blood, she developed a toxic touch and a pheromone talent for seduction. Her crimes have become more ecologically focused as she has increasingly abandoned her human side, identifying more with the natural world. Her unique brand of eco-terrorism often puts her into conflict with Batman, whose iron will usually protects him from her seductive powers. Yeah, so she is, I think, 66. Yeah, Batman is 181, 1966. Pamela, Lillian Isley. So actually, fun fact, I'm not sure when, it was probably not Silver Age, it was probably a modern age invention, I would have to guess. But the person who turned her, the scientist who kind of constantly turned into this poison ivy form was Dr. Jason Wardrew, who later became much more well known as the Pharaonic Man, or in his original appearance in 1962, Plant Master in an Atom issue, which is such a great name. Pharaonic Man sounds better. Oh wait, that's not right. An ability to encourage and direct the growth of all plant life. Plant genes mixed in with her DNA make... I probably should have set the window. Well, it's fine. It's just hot. It feels like 89 right now, and we have no central air. Because it hasn't worked in this apartment for years. Plant genes mixed in with her DNA make her an unpredictable and formidable physical opponent. Exudes natural pheromones that enable her to exert control over her victims. Skin secretes a toxin that can make her touch deadly. Pathological drive to rid the world of humanity and make it safe for plant life. Yeah, so she's pretty fun. There's a one set, I don't think it's actually canon, but like Batman Poison Ivy casts shadows, I think it is. And the stories, it's whatever. But the artwork is really nice. I quite like the artwork in it. So if you were to look that, take a look for that just for the artwork, you probably saw it. I mean, as Profile Sky, I'm really not too bad off. I only have 2 out of this 4 set that I don't have. Just 13, so that's cool.
My poor babies.
Oh, that's probably okay. A case of mistaken identity. Can't do that. I believe this was somebody who won a contest to get his face in the video game.
Help me!
I hope they were happy with your inclusion. I mean, it isn't a bad facial, like, it is pretty specific, so they should be content.
You need to get me out of this cell.
Guys, I got
It's me, Cash.
Got you save
I
it.
need it out there. I can help you.
Got you save your own cost, guys.
Help me!
Okay, I guess I can't. I do like how it has a warning.
Help!
Let's see. Huh. So, oh, no point to be
I'm
around the
up
boss.
here!
Clayface. Initially an actor in horror films, Carlo went mad when he learned a classic film of his was to be remade with a different actor in the lead role. He took on the mask of the film's villain, Clayface, and killed several of the remake's cast and crew before being shot by Batman and Robin. Later, Carlo joined the Mad Pack, an alliance of shape-shifting mutated villains who had subsequently used the name Clayface. While that group was defeated, Carlo tricked his allies and injected himself with the essences of several of them, becoming a superhuman imbued with the ability to change shape, mold others into protoplasm with a touch, and mimic the powers of heroes or villains he copies. So Clayface is fascinating. Basically, Carlo first appeared in Detective Comics 40. Detective Comics issue 40 in June 1940. So he is a really classic old school Batman villain. Then he showed up again in Detective Comics issue 49. And then basically Carlo was a hold off until the 1970s. I think there might have been a 60s comic that reprinted his origin, or like basically it was just a reprint of that story. Like it might have they might have changed the artwork, but the story was just the same, so it's actually kind of non-canon in the Silver Age. But he showed up. He was actually, funnily enough, the main villain. But he showed up in a Detective Comics issue 496. He showed up there again, and then he showed up. I don't think he showed up again in the Silver Age. Then he showed up in the Modern Age, doing as the aforementioned Mad Pack story, which is a 4-part story. Detective Comics 603 to 606? No, 603 to 607, I think. Something like that. It was a 4-part story that had Basil Carlo, who when he first appeared for the first 40 years of his existence, for his 4 appearances, he didn't have powers. He was just somebody who murdered people. It was basically a murder mystery, and it was him. He used the mask of the character he portrayed in the horror movie, which is named Clayface, and that's why he got the name. He had no powers, he just killed people, and he had a psychotic rage. And the other members of the Mad Pack included Clayface 2, which is Matt Hagen, who was a very big character in the 60s. He first appeared in 1962 or something like that. Maybe a little later, but either way, 60s. Maybe there's actually 59. No, it wasn't. Either way, he was actually used a lot in the 60s. He even fought Wonder Woman solo. He fought Superman solo, if I'm not mistaken. So he appeared. He made his rounds. A lot more than the original Clayface ever did. Then Clayface 3 is Preston Payne. And Matt Hagen, by the way, I think that's the name. He died during the Crisis on Infinite Earths, and basically he's never been seen again. So, while the name, I think Matt Hagen, was used in the Batman the Animated Series, that was kind of more based a little on Clayface 3, which is Preston Payne, who appeared in 1979. In Detective Comics issue 478, 79, something around there. I think it's 478. I like the way he looks. He looks very different from this, what you would expect a Clayface to look. He has kind of a glass helmet, a cape, a armor suit, exoskeleton. Very interesting, very tragic character, actually. I always felt bad for him. And he was used very sporadically, late 70s. He appeared in Batman Annual Issue 11. Let's see. What else was there? Oh, and then he was used in the early 90s. So he only honestly had like 4 or 5 stories to his name. Oh, they brought him back in 2006 actually in Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, like issue 2 or 6 or so. So that was actually really cool. But is that nobody remembers Preston Payne, which is a pity, because I always quite liked him. And then Clayface 4 first appeared in the Outsiders issue 30 something, late 80s. She was Sandra Fowler, who I believe was created by Cobra. And funnily enough, while the Outsiders was originally Batman and the Outsiders, at this point Batman was even in the Outsiders. So I don't think he actually dealt with her in her first appearance. And I think he actually first dealt with her during the Mad Pack story. But basically, it's kind of funny. I think back in maybe 2000, if you said Clayface, people thought about Matt Hagen, mostly because of the Batman the Animated Series. And I'm sorry for this history lesson, I just find this fascinating. But it's kind of gone full circle, because in the comics today, if I'm not mistaken, at least it was true like 5 or 6 years ago, it's like Beso Carlo. And really, honestly, since 1998, when Beso Carlo came back during No Man's Land, it's just been Beso Carlo. He's the only. If you use a Clayface, it's going to be this Clayface. No, Matt Hagen's gone. Preston Payne never gets used. No one remembers the fourth Clayface, and they're like Clay Thing, and there's a fifth Clayface, and he married the fourth Clay. No, Preston Payne made the fourth Clayface, and then they had a child, and that was kind of a Clayface. So there's a lot of clay faces out there in the world, but in the end of the day, the original, I guess, remains the most true with Beso Carlo. And I just think it's really interesting. Plus, his name's Beso Carlo. How can you not like him? And by the way, the Mountain Artisan Protoplasm is from Clayface 3, the third Clayface is where he got that ability. Yeah, Detective Comics issue 40, so ancient. He predates so many villains. Can alter his physical form, adapting the appearance of nearly anyone. His malleable physical form makes him extremely difficult to insert or contain. His touch is poisonous. So he's pretty powerful, actually. And let's see what's up here. Ah, yes, this is...
Please, someone, help me!
Yeah, I'll get to you. I'd say him being tied down will give him immunity, but let's be honest, it won't.
Help!
How do we miss her?
Harley! Ah! You have to help me.
Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Yeah? Well, I really don't have time for this.
Please let me out. They'll die without me.
I don't know, Red. You're not on Mr. J's party list. Oh, well.
Please!
What the heck? I'll cut you a break.
That feels so much better.
She's a good kid.
I could watch those two all day. What a riot! And speaking of riots, here's a bit of civil unrest I cooked up just for you.
They look so creepy in that costume. And it's fine because it's not their fault. We actually...
What are you waiting for? Cut me free!
No, shut up. We actually learn more about them in game number 2, which is really interesting to know. Rescue Warden Quincy Salp.
Cut me free!
No, you're a little bitch. No, it's fine, I'll cut him free.
He's taken control of the security overrides. I have the sequence generator, but without the terminal in my office, it's useless.
Your terminal has been destroyed. Give me the sequencer.
What? Oh, yes, of course. It's useless. Half the code won't get you anywhere. We're trapped in here.
Cryptographic sequencer.
There's always a way out. Always.
Yeah, so basically these panel thingies. I like this. It's short, it's easy, it's nice. It's a pity they never brought this back.
You stay here. Lock this gate when I leave.
Oh, good idea. Can't have someone of my stature falling back into their hands now, can we?
Fuck off. Your stature.
Get me out of here! You rescued the wrong warden. He's an imposter. You know how many freaks are in this place.
I believe him. I'll try to set him free again. Oh well. I guess you just rescued the wrong warden.
Batman, it's me, the warden. You know me.
Oh, fun fact. That mannequin is a reference to the third Clayface. The third Clayface kind of went insane and fell in love with the mannequin. Let's see, he shall be Gordon. Aha, I win. Yeah, I don't think Gordon laughs like that. He should try to be a bit more convincing there. Maybe they could get a voice actor to recording your lines. Okay, that's creepy. They'll do that. So for this, there's a range amplifier, which is extremely useful, and a power amplifier. I'll probably get a range amplifier first, because the power amplifier just makes it easier, which comes in handy, to be sure, but the range amplifier I'll actually be able to do get more trophy things with it faster. Which I care about more than some things. Oh, the Green Mile, that's funny. Green Mile is a really good book, you should read it. The movie is pretty good. I still argue the book's better. I think the book is I think the emotional context, no matter how emotional you thought the end of the movie was, the book has that nailed better. There's better narration. There's a whole event the movie completely skipped over that I thought was very touching. You should read that. Oh yeah, those people don't. So these people don't even show up in when you do a deactivation. So they just kind of jump out at you as they choose. Not very kind of them. Wait a second. Am I in the right area? Or is that in another area that one man, one gun? That's probably another section. Because I don't see anything else interesting in these cells. It's just with so many new open doors, it's hard to tell exactly what's important and what's not. Oh, okay, it's right there. You see, if I had the range amplifier, I'd be able to get that one way over there. So that shows you how much it amplifies the range of. And yeah, there's no way right now.
Surprise! You know, Bats, I always thought there was a spark between us. Well, now there is.
I haven't seen that god before.
I know, you're shocked. Come and get me, Bats. I double dare ya.
Who do you reckon that Zack Snyder? That quick flash to her face.
Just go get a gun and shoot the stupid bat.
Damn it. Throw a button ring. Okay. I mean, doesn't knock him down, but.
Little hit, boys. Keep away from the fist.
Okay, that's fine.
That's not fair, Bad Brain.
I'm very surprised I was able to go all the way across the room for that.
Hey, B-Man, go easy on my boy. Oh, you okay down there?
Gee, come on now.
That's not fair, Bad Brain.
I was hoping you'd throw one of them, but that didn't work. Just kind of an awkward thing with that thing.
Is that as easy as
that
it
thing
looks?
in the middle.
Huh. Well, it won't be so easy trying to catch me. Mwah!
I don't know if I'm ever mentioned it, but Harley Quinn annoys me as a character more than anything. That's, to be fair, I think part of her point, but there's so much random Latin that makes me think of a pathologic.
Patient pacification system deactivated.
It's nice to know that to pacify them, they just electrocute, and that's very kind of them.
Taped patient evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment.
Oh, he isn't!
Victor,
What a suck!
yesterday we spoke about the people you killed.
Ah, the zombies.
They are all people, Victor.
They are zombies. Continuously shuffling through the daily grind, waiting for someone to liberate them.
You mean kill them? The police report states that you've murdered, or liberated, if you like, 20 young women in the last
By the way, he has more than 100 tally marks on him, so a bit more than 20.
Posed.
They were all lucky to be chosen to receive my gift.
I doubt they would agree with you.
Really? How about you, Miss Cassidy? As you take the elevator to your apartment each night, open the 6 locks to apartment 433. Remember you forgot to buy your cat food. Again?
How do you know
as
where
you sit down on your favorite red chair.
That's so
cat
creepy.
on lap, just waiting for something to happen. I can make it happen, Sarah. I am your salvation.
That might be one of my favorite audio clips, interviews from the entire game. That's so gold. I just love the voice. I actually don't remember who voice acted Zaz in this game, but he did a hell of a job. Probably the same one for the second game, and he, of course, gets his Walker in that one as well. So that's a really good tape. A good Zaz story is Detective Comics issue 796, I think it is. It's just a one-part story. It is a story featuring, well, Zaz, Batman, and the 4th Robin, what's her name? Stephanie Brown, who was also previously the spoiler, WTF Cluemaster. She was not around very long as a Robin, but I think her time is fascinating, and Zaz is really good in that story. I think it's worth reading. I think it's like Rad Mox or something like that. Oh, see, that's not even Two-Face, that's Jellyfish. Arnold Wasco was a timid orphan whose deep repression erupted in a barroom brawl, resulting in him being sent to Blackgate Prison. There he encountered the puppet Scarface and promptly murdered the man who'd carved the puppet. The two are now inseparable, with Scarface directing a series of criminal activities. Almost believe that Wasco is simply acting out a second personality through the puppet. Wasco sees himself as a reluctant lackey who merely does the puppet's bidding. I've always felt bad for Wasco. Like, you're this mild, timid guy. You have one... Yes, and he had things that happened in his childhood, we find out later, but... Woo-wee, there's a brawl and you kill somebody. Yeah, you probably should have killed people in a brawl. But it happens. So really calm some slack and let him go. But alas, that didn't happen. Of course, he got killed in the modern age during the face-to-face story arc. And then it was replaced with Peyton Riley as the second ventriloquist. And then I think there's maybe another ventriloquist, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I've always liked him as the ventriloquist. Like I said, Alan Grant used him all the time in the 90s. Detective Comics issue 583, which is a two-parter. February 1988. Very interesting feel. Batman had a very interesting feel between 86 and 89 for his Detective Comics and Batman. It felt very strange reading them, because that was right after it changed from Bronze Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age to Modern Age. So there was a lot of flux happening, a lot of trying to establish what's actually kind of new. The stories felt really strange during that time period. Like, as a whole, it feels awkward reading. There's good stuff there, but it feels strange. Delusional schizophrenic with multiple personality disorder, obsessed with his puppet, Scarface, whom he puppeteers with unsettling skill. When teamed with Scarface, the two operate as a criminal mastermind. I also liked how he appeared in the Batman too. Thought he's pretty fun there. And two stories actually too. Not just a one-off like Cluemaster. Although the fact that they used Cluemaster is amazing in the Batman. And they actually used him before Riddler. And they only ever used Riddler like 3 or 4 times. Although I did like the Riddler design. That's, I think, just voiced by, in his very first appearance by Robert England, who of course was Friday, so that's cool. Actually, the Batman season 2 had a pretty good season arc, which is where the Riddler first appeared, like I think episode 2. That's where basically Batman was working with Detective Alan Yane after the incident with her previous partner Ethan Barnett, who became a Clayface. And she was trying to keep it hidden that she was working with him from the police department. It's pretty good stuff. See, I'm sure there's at least one more in here. These things are really more annoying than distracting, but that's okay. So let's see. Again, so many open doors. This could only be one fella. God, that's unusual. God, this room's small. That's fine. So this is proof that this game was not taking into account that there'll be other sequels, because of course Candyman is very different than the other games, but that is a really cool rendition of him. Fixated on the calendar, Julian Day became Calendarman, a villain who timed and tied his crimes thematically to certain holidays throughout the year, often leaving clues by which he could be caught. Gotham City's hopes for a day off are often clouded by the knowledge that any holiday of note is likely to be saddled by Calendarman's presence. So Calendarman is quite interesting in a meta standpoint. First appeared in 1958, 57? 58, Detective Comics issue 259. Julian Day, which funnily enough was not his name in the original issue, but maybe it was a pseudonym. I don't know. He didn't appear too often in the Silver Age. He appeared in Detective Comics issue 3. No, Batman issue 311, 312, around there. Very good. It's one of the oldest issues I ever owned for Batman when I started really collecting. So it's always had a special place in my heart, and I've always quite liked it. So Calendarman appears there. I think that's his second appearance. I think he appears throughout the Silver Age. There's a 3-part there around 85. He's 6'3", that's kind of tall. And then, of course, he appeared in The Losers, I think it was, which was a 3-part story in Batman Side of the Bat in 92, thereabouts. I team up with him, Killer Moth. Catman was the other one. So a team up between the three of them and one villain that was made with that story arc. And then, the next big thing is Indus, a complete character revamp in Batman The Long Halloween, where they decided to base him on Hannibal Lecter from, of course, the movies. Well, there was a box HD, but mostly from the movies. And so, that is interesting, and he also showed up in the sequel, Dark Victory. Which, and of course, does take place earlier on in the modern age Batman's time. I think year 1's year 3 or 4. I'm sorry, not year 1. That's obviously year 1. Long Halloween's like year 3 or year 4, around there. And Dark Victory is, I think, year 5, maybe 6. So basically, Calendarman isn't this guy who just commits kooky crimes on holidays, doing that. He commits murders on holidays. But then, if you then later read The Losers out, which takes place around year 11, he seems like just this meek guy who's never killed anybody, and is in fact, like, terrified of the idea of killing Moth actually committing a murder. Because, of course, that was written before the character change. So, it's interesting if you look at it from that perspective and try to see the growth and degrowth of Calendarman in actual timeline. I don't know, I think it's interesting and strange, and really something like that is how to deal with. Because who thought they're going to make Calendarman and then do something different? I think Calendarman's always kind of maintained his Hannibal Lecter-esque stuff since then, because it's quite popular. Obsessed with quirks of the calendar, carefully plans and themes crimes around holidays. I've not actually read all of The Long Halloween or Dark Victory. I've always wanted to. I like all the things I have from it, but I haven't read the story as a whole. Oh, okay. Well, I'll upgrade now, I guess. Let's get a range amplifier. Yep. I'll probably get the range amplifier, then I'll get the power amplifier, then I'll probably start working on the armor. Although maybe I'll be stylish and get that last. Sonic battering could be useful, I guess. Yeah, maybe we'll get the sonic battering first. But I truly don't use these things. I'm not going to get those. Honestly, probably until after the armor. I just do not use them. It'll be just a waste of an upgrade. And to be fair, like, the armor is almost a waste of an upgrade because I've died a couple of times, but not in a fight. So, although Bane got me close because I was not on my best game right there. I've been asked hard after work. I actually would just sleep after work for a bit, which I usually don't do because it kind of gives me a bit of a headache, and I have a bit of a headache right now. So, oh, see, I actually forgot that this way. Okay, this place is something. Prometheus, Arkham Guard's most wanted and most hated. So I'm going to get this much earlier than I usually do because I learned a trick to get this sooner over later. Because that used to be always the last one I would ever get, like throughout 4 or 5 different playthroughs because of certain events. But I have now since learned. Oh yeah, so I just have to go in.
Look who's finally turned up, the Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs? Got a little problemo for you. I know. Shut.
She already used the sucking joke.
What? You found that one too? Preposterous.
Prometheus is fascinated. A dark reflection of Batman, Prometheus was raised by criminals who were gunned down by policemen right in front of him. Dedicating his life to destroying the law, Prometheus traveled the world and trained in the ways of murder. Clad in an armored suit that maximizes his natural skills, he is a master assassin whose physical and mental abilities rival Batman's own. Now, I don't know how often this guy appears, and I have to say, I'm not even sure he's ever had a solo story with Batman where he's the main villain. I know he showed up, what's his first appearance, 98? Prometheus issue 1, 1997. It might have been, I don't know. I've not read it. I know that he was in Lex Luthor's Injustice gang when they attacked the JLA watchtower in a JLA story. I think he was there, I think Catwoman was randomly there. There was some odd. I don't remember. I've not read it, but I know he was there and he was paid about a hell of a fight because he's extremely scared. But I don't know if he's ever actually fought Batman solo in the story. At this point, maybe he has, but I don't know. But I don't know. I think he's interesting, and actually, I don't know why they created him. He's cool and I like the design, but he's based on the character Wrath. I think that's right. From really one of the earliest Batman one-shots. Batman's Parcel from 1984. Maybe 82, but I think it's 84. Batman's Parcel. Written by Mike W. Bear. And that created Wrath, who is basically the 80s version of Prometheus. Which is fun. Pathological need to kill law officers. Based. Trained to peak physical and mental levels, arsenal of weapons and deadly gadgets. Yeah, so like I said, I don't know how often he gets used, but he was quite fun. And he's a very fun concept.
Help us, please.
Yeah, I don't want to help you. I want to read about Prometheus.
You gonna leave those two guys hanging around all day?
Yeah.
Don't fear, that's cheating, Bats. Time to turn up the pressure. 2 minutes and counting.
Well, 2 minutes is time enough to get this.
What do you have in that belt of...
Oh golly, this is probably a mistake. How am I come on?
Better hurry. Things are heat.
I took
got
a
it,
walk
Pam.
around my island. I passed by the penitentiary and felt nauseous at the thought
That
of the filth
should not be
it
having an
contained.
asylum.
I looked out over the Gotham Bay, and in the distance I saw lights. No doubt boats bringing more filthy degenerates to my city. I swore again to protect her from this darkness.
So fun. Fun, but still, he should not be running an asylum if that's how he feels.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so is that back on? Okay. So I just want to get those things sooner or later, since this room I'm not going to be able to access for a while.
Like the cutest guy in the world. One down, one to go.
Oh yeah, there's one over here. Forgot about that
A
one.
girl could have hours of fun with a toy like that.
Hold on, Louis.
I don't think this. Okay. I have no comment to that.
Louis Green. Question is, can you get him down before it comes back? Time for me to go, Beth. I'll miss you. Not. Oh, and now you have only 30 seconds to get out. Bye-bye.
We need to get the security gate down. Hurry!
Oh, do I? I didn't realize. Oh, I had it for a second. There we go.
We're trapped. He's locked. Quick, get out! Get out of here! Now!
Oh, I thought we were both gonna die in there.
You're safe now.
You going after that crazy witch? I saw her heading out of the doors. We got
I
of
was
the
out
room.
before you were, and I
She
didn't see
won't get
her.
away. I'll stop her and then her boyfriend.
Good. Listen, I'll go try and get the ventilation system working. If you find her, don't go easy on her. For me.
How kind.
You're expecting congratulations? Come on, try and catch
Yeah, I'll just be the a mentally ill woman just because a guy doesn't like her.
No idea. He saved our lives. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's just been so hot recently around here. I live in Indiana, which I'm sure I've mentioned before, but it displeases me. Well, both Indiana and the heat, but what can you do? I don't think I'll be able to get that right now. There should be... yes.
Patient's name is Victor Saz. For the
How
record,
did it miss one?
the patient has transferred from Dr. Cassidy, who is on leave after the incident last week. Hello, Victor. Please, take a seat. Guards, you can leave us.
Sorry, Doctor. Warden's orders. I can't leave you alone with him.
Probably a
I
good
understand.
idea.
Hello, Victor. How are you feeling today? Victor, I can't help you if you don't speak.
Depressed. Does that help you? Can you get into my mind, Doctor?
Why depressed?
I'm just thinking about the one that got away. The one I chose. I needed the mark. I want the mark!
I mean, I should be fine. I mean, this is one of the real ones where I'm able to get all 5 in the first go. So I like making sure I get them.
The whole system is going nuts. What's happening to this place?
Dude, Joker took over. What do you think's happening?
Thanks, Batman.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I need to get over there, and I cannot do that for a while. Because I need 2 gadgets I don't even have yet. Stop that. maybe they do so often. Oh no, I didn't see the first one, but
Come on, keep up. You getting tired? Let me give you a little help. Ooh, you're getting warmer.
oh am I didn't realize.
That's right, Seaman. You're getting warmer.
Let's see. Watch for
What do you
walls
call the
to
detective who
sides.
is only halfway to the end?
Oh, I haven't had Two-Face yet. Wow. That's a... I kind of like the outside too. District Attorney Harvey Dent was one of Batman's strongest allies in Gotham City until a criminal threw acid in Dent's face, hideously scarring him. The wounds fractured his psyche, and he was reborn as a schizoid criminal mastermind obsessed with duality. His former godlike charm, a two-handed trick Silver Dollar, was damaged on one side in the attack, and Dent has seasoned as a reflection of his half-scowled visage. He flips it to decide the fates of his victims. Despite Batman's efforts to reform his former ally, Dent is consumed by his fixation on chance, and his crimes are designed to prove out his diametric philosophy. So, 1942. Detective Comics issue 66, August 1942. He appeared for his pattern throughout the Golden Age. And in a lot of appearances, and at least three that I can think of, there were Two-Face imitators in the Golden Age, and that continued later on too. There was a imitated story out in Detective Comics issue 570s, around there, which is late 80s. Then there was another, well, this was an imitator, but that imitator was named Paul Sloan, who was based on an imitator from the 40s, named Paul Sloan. Then later, that two-parter in the late 80s was basically retconned and made non-existent by a story arc which is really fun, and I love the artwork for, the Charlton, which is involving an actor named Paul Sloan who was turned into Two-Face by the machination. I actually don't want to say too much more. Read that story arc, because it's a really fun story. That's early 2000s, which is another interesting time for Batman. I think it's like a 6-part story or so in Detective Comics. Really fun story. Like I said, really good, really interesting artwork. I don't remember who did the artwork, but I really like it. Of course, Two-Face is also in The Dark Knight. Done amazingly there. I mean, it's The Dark Knight. What wasn't amazing about it? I feel like I had one more interesting Two-Face fact. And it's not coming to me. Ah, wow. But yeah, so Two-Face, he's pretty fun. Oh, he did appear, of course, in the 60s, so even though he was quite popular in the 40s, because that's a bit much for the 66 Batman series. Although he apparently did it so obviously in Batman 66. I think it was, I don't remember, like Batman and Two-Face. I'm not sure how he was done, but I think it'd be very interesting to see them try to get his style done in the 66 style. Hideously scowled on the left half of his face, which he plays up with clothing that's differently styled on one side. Extremely skilled with his weapons of choice, trained 45 automatics. Psychotic obsession with duality, designing crimes around the number 2, the force to his half-scowled coin in choices of life or death, and really in anything. He also, of course, his origin is gone into a lot of detail in Batman The Long Halloween, which is the definitive modern age origin of Two-Face, and it basically voids Batman Annual issue 14. Now, Batman Annual issue 14 is absolutely amazing. To me, it's personally, I think, about the origin, honestly, than Long Halloween. But I understand where the Long Halloween takes precedent. But Batman Annual issue 14, you should read it, because I've never seen Two-Face's Harvey Dent psychology explored as well as I have in that one, because it's incredible writing. I think there's Andrew Hoffler, who I don't actually know for anything else, but An amazing story in that one. Really good stuff. Okay, there, that's it. So yeah, Two-Face, good guy.
Loser?
How nice would it be in real life if you could just flip people around and like just punch them? Like, that'd be great stuff. There are some people who could quite benefit from that. See, I think this is the third one. Second one. Maybe I should just spray out 3. There's only one where there's a Raider trophy down here. I don't know if that's when you walk. It probably will. But I always forget which one. And really there's no point in there being 3 different ones. Because you can't actually do anything with... No. It's just the first one, yeah.
There is no way you were doing this alone. Who's helping you?
I get my help from Jesus Christ. I truly don't. I'm sure that answer just pissed the Riddler off. That'd actually be kind of hilarious. Of course, they're not going to attach on that, but that'd be funny.
Victor has been more subdued recently. Response to medication has been poor. Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! This is going nowhere. Guards! Get him out of here!
You heard the doctor. Get up. Didn't you hear me?
He's got a knife! Ah! Get a trike in him! Get a trike in him! Oh, God! He's on Bill!
He's cutting him! Get him off! Get him off! We need help here!
Ah, well. So much for Bill. He got zazzed like that. To poor Flo Dalico. May what? Wyatt? Wow. I can't tell if that's Wyatt or W-Y-A-L-T. I wonder if this is a reference to anything, because I've never seen this before. Information required an unknown security force? I don't know this. That's interesting. I just noticed a paper on the ground. I wanted to take a look at it. They actually have Maniac after 45-year police. That must be one of the developers. Like that picture's way too specific to just be a random guy. Finally got him. 45-year police Trey. Gee, I thought that was trial, and I was confused. But trial makes a lot more sense. I don't know any male Wyatts or Wouts in Gotham City history in the comics. Off the top of my head. Oh, you should, if you have a book, you should read Detective Comics. I forget which ones. It's in the early 800s. City of Crime is a really fascinating story, which I think you should read. It's like 12 parts, but it's worth it.
Here he comes, Mr. J.
Excellent. I'll leave it to you then, my dear.
Get him!
So much for defeat. Oh. Ooh, such people kidding me. That's a great start. Okay, that's even up.
That's gonna hoist.
This fight just kind of sucks because you can't do anything. Like you're just going between layers.
What hit me?
Let's turn up the heat. Anyone for fried bat wings?
That sounds kind of not tasty. I thought I might have been able to manage that, but I did not. Oh, okay. See, it's just like how can you get any combo in this fight with anything? Okay, I haven't seen that before. That was hideous. Oh golly. How is this a duty break? That's fun. Oh, there's one more. Damn it, I could have had like a chunky one combo on this fight. I would have been happy with it.
He's done it again. I don't believe it. I'm on my way now.
Oops, change of plans, kiddo.
But I
tried
my best.
Sorry, but there is no prize for second place. I'm afraid you're off the party list. Better luck next time.
Maybe you should be more efficient.
No!
Jesus.
Die, you big ugly bat! Hey, hands off the merchandise! That's my party list!
Quiet. Why the smiles next to certain names?
You're the detective, you tell me!
Yeah, nice try, Harley. No chance of that walking.
Huh?
Get in.
You won't find Mr. J. He's in the secret lab in the gardens and... oh, crap!
Yep, I know.
Damn! Well, he'll get me out. You'll see. Yeah. You'll see.
Yeah, see, not in a happy place.
Oracle, I'm done. Harley is subdued, and I have her print scanned.
So you can find the secret lab in the gardens.
Yes. Harley's been everywhere on the island, so I'm calibrating the scanner to only show prints that have traces of chlorophyll.
Okay, listen. Be careful. I rerouted a Wayne Tech satellite to show thermal scans of the island. The gardens are showing up hot. Something bad is happening there.
So this is fun, and interesting to note, she's doing all this crime. So after you pick up Harley Quinn's fingerprint trail in the botanical gardens. So she's doing all this crime, and she's so sad about it.
What are you looking at? Joker's won. You just don't know it yet.
And yet, if you actually look at that, she's apparently just calm. So she's just, this is alpha, so she's just faking all of it, which kind of fits with Harley, honestly. Let's see. I know I had a plan, I already forget it. I'll get the, I'm pretty sure the plan is getting the power amplifier now. Then, probably, the sonic battering. Maybe this one, and then go to the house. How's that? It's, seriously, I don't know what it wants sometimes. Mr. Freeze. Victor Freeze. When he appeared in Gotham, there was a hilarious reference to whether it's Freeze or Fries or Freeze. Gotham had its ups and downs, but it's worth. I think it's worth the insane wild ride. Victor Freeze was a brilliant cryogeneticist whose beloved wife Nora was stricken with a fatal degenerative disease. He placed her into spinal animation while obsessively searching for a way to cure her. With the corporation that funded his research and Nora's life, pulled the plug, triggering an accident that transformed Freeze's body into a cold-blooded form that must always be kept below zero at normal room temperature. He will die. Wielding a number of freezing weapons, he wears protective armor in his quest to somehow bring back his lovely wife and avenge her fate, for which he partly holds the Batman responsible for. So all of that origin only ever came from Heart of Ice, from the animated series, I think it's a beloved episode that goes into his origin. In the comics originally, he was just this guy with a freeze gun. And keep in mind, he first appeared in 1958, 59. Batman issue 121, February 1959. So from 59 to around 92 or 93, he was just this guy with a gun. And he didn't appear all the time, but he appeared enough, like Batman issue 3 or 7, in the early 70s. Late 70s. He's just this guy with a gun. There's no Nora. There's none of that. No, he's fun. He had good stories. Some things I liked, but not all this very empathetic villain who we have nowadays. That, by the way, is really. I was just noticing the boots and the arms, and that's such a really cool design. And then I think there was a one-shot Batman Mr. Freeze in 1997 that canonized this origin for the modern age, and I'd say but I think New 52 had like a very shit Mr. Freeze origin, like really bad if I'm not mistaken. Although I think New 52 had a lot of really bad origins. New 52 was a mistake. It's not a surprise it only lasted 5 years. Scientific genius with his specialty in cryogenics employs an extensive array of cryo-weaponry. His body has been permanently altered to survive at a sub-freezing state. Wears protective freezing armor whenever he's out in an above-zero climate, motivated by his grief and anger over the fate of his wife, Nora. So, very touching stuff. I was just turning on this for a second. This is Twitch related, so it's not just me wasting time. I'm still trying to get used to this tree manager thing on the app thing. Okay, I'm content enough. And of course, Mr. Freeze has the famous boss fight in the Osaka game as well. So there's actually a lot around this area. Like if you leave just after you beat the thing, then you're missing a lot in this control room. Here's the secret.
Map will always help those who are stuck.
It might literally be my only like secrets map I have. You can see once I clear this out, we'll see how much I got, because I feel like I got a lot of the ones in this area. I've just cramped my leg. It's a bit bothersome.
Victor has been in isolation since the attack on Zagar last week. As I wait for him to be brought up to me, I have had time to review his notes. I am increasingly worried he cannot be cured. He has no empathy for his victims. Deep down, I believe he views all of us as potential victims.
Doc, are you okay?
What's happening?
Meet Zaz.
The acting there sucked.
He's gone.
Oh, God!
Don't worry, Doc. You're in the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Hello?
Sarah, it's Gretchen. Listen to me.
Hold on. There's someone at the door.
Sarah! Do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It says he's free.
That's so dramatic. And I mean, it's still dramatic, but it does pale a bit when you realize we meet Sarah Cassidy later, earlier in this game. She was one of the doctors in the medical area. Apparently, I think there was a series. I think there's multiple now. There was a 5-issue series Batman Arkham City leading into Arkham City. Then there was a series about Arkham City afterwards. There was like 28 series. Like there's a lot of Batman Arkham comics nowadays. Maybe too many, but because there were a lot of ones that's related to Arkham Knight. But in like one of the earliest ones, which is a prequel, like Road to Arkham Asylum, I saw as the Doctor saved Sarah Cassidy literally as Zazra's outside her door. So that's interesting. And we have all of those. See, that was so much easier. All because of the power amplifier. I don't think I have all the teeth yet in the area, but...
I argued with the latest group of young, eager doctors. They bored me with theories and ideas, proving that they had no theories on how to cure these animals. Only one shared my vision. I offered her the chance to explore her dreams. She accepted. We'll make a good team.
I'm actually blanking right now who he's talking about, though. Which I really should it be, because I've played this game so many times. Huh. Okay, I guess we'll see as the stories go on. Yeah, I'm just again matching with my stream app thingy. It did the thing with the video stopped, and I just wanted to not be stopped, because at least I know that way it's working on my end. Just wish I get paranoid about that sort of thing. So let's see, and then uphill. Oh, that was not the right button.
What? How did you get out of there?
By being a deity. It's actually not too far from the truth when it comes to Batman. Let's see, I can't get either of those. I can't go back and get that one though, and so I will. I like usually saving it for last for reasons if you know why, but I'll just make a more dramatic race later on.
Harley was just the warm-up, Bats. And to be fair to the little scamp, she did an okay job. Let's call it a B+. But between you and me, I'm aiming for the A grade. Just got to mix a couple more of these chemicals, and I'll be creating my own personal army. Ha!
So now we have to go. Okay, yeah, I guess this door got locked. I don't remember that, but that's fine. So now we have to go to the Botanical Gardens, which is always one of my least favourite areas. Just because I find parts of it really annoying. But that's fine. Oh wait, we didn't need to go over there. But we do need to do the... Oh. Oh no, yeah, it's fine. For a second I thought I need... Oh, wait a second. See, I'm too big. You don't need the power amplifier for that. Which is fine. You need the lion launcher, which I don't have. But that's cool. So that one can in fact be saved for last. Okay, well in that case.
It's the Enigma Show!
Complete decimation. First time through, so that's nice. I think I got everything I literally covered.
We're back at the Gotham Bay with our reporter Jack Ryder. Jack, we're seeing that all access to the island has been restricted. Police and state troopers are manning checkpoints.
That's correct. The island is effectively cut off from the mainland. Nothing on or off. Early reports that Batman himself is on the island appear to be confirmed. Eyewitness reports state that he was returning the Joker to Arkham after the incident at the mayor's office. There are unconfirmed reports that Batman was killed during the Joker's daring escape. But I must stress, this is currently unconfirmed. More as it happens. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Jack. We'll bring you more as it happens. As Jack said, we do not know for certain, but it appears Batman may have been killed in the breakout attempt. Stay on this channel for the latest news. Now, back to the scheduled program.
Dude, I live. I'm fine, y'all. Well, she is on this side. But like I was saying, whenever I sleep for a little bit, I tend to get a headache. And plus I haven't eaten too much today, so that's adding to that. But I shall persevere. Yeah, now these lunatics are just going to be out throughout the island. But it's better than what's about to be out throughout the island.
Good evening.
That's nice to preemptively just kick them.
Some of our crazier guests have crashed the party early. And when I say crazy, I mean real psycho. Word of warning. The dribbling fool barking at the moon, or maybe just purring like a kitten. Do your silly duty. Walk up to them. Put your arm around them. Yeah, before you wring their necks. And then, get your lazy asses to the gardens. I'm cooking up a little surprise and just can't be understand.
That was not enough. Actually, since I'm here, I can now get... I think this is the map.
You do know how to read a map, don't you, detective?
I miss maps. My family around we used to travel around a lot, and so we had a lot of maps and atlases and stuff. And as a kid, I was like looking through those, not doing anything efficient with them, but just looking at them. Actually, let's see. Practice is it too? That's not what I wanted to do without walked anywhere. So there's no. Okay, yeah, I can get some of these over here. Oh yeah, one of these I could have gotten a long while ago, but that's fine. And basically, the power amplifier does allow me to get this one. Outrange amplifier, not power. And then you get this great scene. I like how you can see the tiny mugs back there too. That was nice. I have cleared that out. Which I haven't even looked at the section on here.
Hi diddle diddle, time for a riddle.
Actually, since I'm here, let's just clear out what we've looked at. That's always so satisfying. Tease the cave saw monstrosity. That was pretty good. Admittedly. Okay. Let's see what way you're going to go. Let's go this way. Since I'll actually be able to get a riddle while going this way. Oh, and also in the other section. Oh, actually, I haven't done this yet. I don't think I've missed them. I think I could always redo them. But let's visit the visitor center. See what happens. No idea what happens. No reason, no idea why it's the first person view. But let's give it a look to it.
Come in, sit down, take off your mask. So, Bats, I was thinking, you really could use a friend in here. Someone to talk to, share secrets with. Shall we start with the big one? Who is that behind the mask? Why do you feel the need to go out into the world and fight people like me? Do you really think you can win? We'll see.
Sometimes the arms change positions and it really freaks me out. Even when I know it's about to happen. But sometimes it doesn't either, so... But you can visit him, he talks about things throughout the game, it's actually pretty fun. I should have remembered to do so earlier, but I did in my playthrough on YouTube if I'm not mistaken. I just forgot this time around. Scarecrow's gas breakdown barriers as it drives you insane. I'm not able to access that one yet.
Running out of ammo! Where are these things coming from? They're all over me! They're all over me!
I guess they're having a jolly good time. Let's clear these out.
Are you satisfied with your body? I've a powerful body only I can give you. A body really throbbing with the power of God. You do? Well, today's your lucky day. Just sign up for my Titan program, and I, Joker, Lord of Arkham Asylum, will...
Oh, he's Lord of Arkham Asylum, that's nice. The first two mods from Gotham, that's funny.
Come on, boys!
Just this one left. And I'm doing this for the XP. Might be boring, but it's useful. I mean, it's a small bit of XP, but it all helps. Let me think. Oh, yeah, duh. I was wondering what I was referring to. I was confused for a second, but yeah, it's down here.
Sign up for the Titan program and so far exceeded all expectations. Unprecedented demand, I have declared it mandatory for all members of my staff to be infected, upgraded with the Titan formula. Don't be afraid. I know you've heard stories of mutations and monstrous side effects, but don't worry. Those really don't happen too often.
Well, that's kind of him.
These are the private notes of Dr. Young. Titan is a success. Even my funding worries have been solved after the unexpected donations from Mr. White. Joker has also shown a remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure. Once the protein bonding process is finalized, I will...
Dr. Young, you ready?
Oh, yes, come in.
You'll hurt my feelings, Doc, keeping me waiting like that.
Sit down. You can leave us.
You sure?
We're fine. Aren't we, Joker?
Oh, yes. Well, if you insist. I'm just outside, okay?
So is he here? Did your patient X arrive?
Yes, I must say progressing more rapidly than I expected.
Oh, my hair's tangled.
But enough of that.
I hate that.
Let's talk about you.
No. Let's talk more about your Titan project.
My what? How do
I know you have Bane strapped to a table in the basement while you pump him dry? Would you believe a lucky guess?
Like, seriously, like, she's dead, and frankly, good riddance. You see, I mean, like, again, even Batman fought bad for Bane there. And so, like, yeah, she's sorry, or woo-wee. Like, that's literally torturing somebody. My hair gets tangled. That's one of the annoying things about long hair. Sometimes it gets tangled. That's kind of fine now. I need to run a brush through it later. But that's fine. I by the way, do not believe a lucky gas, but that's just me. There must be a guard here with a bad sense of humor. This is the thing I should have given me the Two-Face profile, but obviously get the other one first. Let's see. Line launcher. What's the other one? Oh yeah, that. But I can't get this one down here. I thought you would even need the range amplifier for this one. Like, it's literally right there on the wall. Oh yeah, that's another strange thing about the botanical gardens. Like, literally you can get the map extremely early on. You'd feel like it should be near the end. Like, obviously I was able to get the map in this place until the very end. I was able to get the map here until the very end. And I'm pretty sure that's the same with the caves as well. I am happy they added that though, because without that, it'd be hideous trying to find everything. Wait, what's this? I'm sure I can get it. I must have just passed this like 100 times. It's funny throughout this entire game, all this time this door just never opens. You always just use this side passage. Oh. Okay, yeah, of course it's that one. Never mind. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah, more of these. That's fun. These are much better than the next thing that's going to be infecting the island. Okay. I'll be able to get them up for this area too. I'm probably clear off a lot of things. I've basically already done that, but there's always more. God, that dude literally could break his neck. That's like what, 25 foot foul, and he literally did go hard first. So I guess Batman just killed him. I mean, I didn't. Wait, where did his body go? Where the fuck did his body go? Okay, maybe Batman literally did kill him, but to save himself from the guilt, the body just disappeared in game. The body should be right here, but it's just. Oh wait, is it this one? No, that's a guard. Okay, that body literally just disappeared. Huh. Ah, wow. This is the main thing I needed to unlock a lot of secrets.
My map will help you, Batman.
Oh, is that what maps do? I don't know. Let's see, let's get the Sonic Batarang. Then I'll get the Sonic Shock Batarang. Like I said, and then I'll start getting the house upgrades. Let's see. All this time have I really been missing one over there? Like, come on. There's like 3 or 4 in the graveyard. That's fine. I guess I never did go all the way to the end. Yeah, it's literally right there in the open. Fine. I mean, I guess it grass does cover it, but still. So do you look at here then? Oh, and I'll be able to get those 2 as well. I won't be able to get the teeth yet, but I can get these last 2 ones right here. Oh, there's a gravestone right there. It's always nice for that to be easier. Saves our types of time.
I've been a fool. Joker was behind it all. He's Jack White. He gave me the money, pulled the strings to release Bane. How could I not have seen it? He's been blackmailing me. He has a crazy plan to create an army of monsters. I want out, but... Hello? Hello? Dr. Young's office.
Please hold for Mr. White.
What?
Hello, Doc. We need to talk.
I'm not doing it, Joker. Do you hear me? Wait. How did you get access to a phone?
Oh, yes. Sorry, Doc. Had to split. I hate small, confined spaces. Reminds me of my childhood.
Another lie?
Who knows? I certainly don't, but let's not get distracted with details.
Anyway.
I want my monsters.
I sent you back the money. I don't want it.
Do I look like I care about the money? I just want my monsters, Doc. And if you don't give them to me, well then, it won't be funny.
Okay, so I mean, looking at the date here, like what? Joker's probably captured less than a week after this. So this is late December, early January. I guess this island has no snow. Because this seems like autumn or October. Doesn't look anything like January. And yeah, if you go by the dates, apparently it has to be. It looks so cool from the outside. I'm not sure if I've ever actually looked at it in detail. I mean, a lot of it goes out of focus, but that's fine. Like, that thing's so expensive. Wait, was there one more thing up there? There probably was. Oh yeah, there's probably a radio thing on the other side. Yeah, it's right here.
That one was hidden so well it was almost invisible.
It really wasn't. There wasn't hidden very well at all. The Botanical Gardens. What a treat.
I should pick up Harley Quinn's trail. I can't waste any time in finding the Titan production plant.
Oh, but I can't. Granted, this place does have a lot of fun.
I'm impressed. That was one of the more taxing ones.
Oh, yeah.
Patient interview. Pamela Lillian Isaac.
I don't like these
November
ones.
12th, 11:33 a.m. Good morning, Pamela. How are you today?
Fine. Today is a special day.
What do you mean?
This is the anniversary of my new life. When I found my true self. My destiny.
Are you referring to the event with Dr. Woodrow?
Yes. What else? Of course, at the time, I thought Jason had poisoned me. But in retrospect, he did me a huge favor.
And why do you believe what he did has helped you?
He showed me the bigger world. A world I should protect. Of course, my first offer was rejected.
Offer? You tried to kill everyone in Gotham.
Well, sometimes you need to prune back hard in order to make something flourish.
See, like, I don't know, the doctor who she speaks to is annoying. Like, yes, through her point of view, it was an offer, and she doesn't care about humans, she cares about plants and the environment. And obviously humans have been harmful to that. Ergo, much like Ra's al Ghul, she wants to take the human out of the equation. That's following logic from her point of view. See, I much prefer Poison Ivy as the not anti-hero, but during No Man's Land she had a very interesting thing going on.
What the hell was that thing? It's the bat!
Oh! I thought they were on the other side of the gate. Jesus, I should have looked before, but that's fine. I'm supposed to be following fingerprints, but like right now there's only one path, so. But time is tea time in Wonderland. I think it's 8 p.m.
Batman better not try and mess with us.
Okay, that was not what I wanted to do, but
Are you blind? Look down on the ground!
That was pretty good though.
And I don't like it!
Looked better than I thought I was going to.
Found him! Man down! Over here!
So I can take out 3 at once. Those 2 are going to be over there.
Wake up! What are we gonna do now? Shut up and keep looking. Leave him here. Spread out and find that bat.
Oh, that's probably going to be a mistake,
Wait
but
up. I'll watch your back.
no, that's fine.
Have you checked the timesheet? I'm sure there were more of you at the beginning of the day.
Oh, so you just have avoided takedown.
You heard Joker.
I mean, there's no point. There we go.
Hey, get off me! Oh!
There's a cool thing you can do where you can also just hang, but that was kind of very quick.
Anyone got a plan?
Yo, damn it! Damn it! I could have taken out 2 of them right there, but that's fine.
Hey,
I mean, I could do it again, but it's not as hard as... Oh, wait a second.
I'm sure it came from over there. Where are you? Help! I'm sure it came from over there.
I forgot how easy it is in this game to just pour them over the latches.
Where are you? Hell with this.
Are you guys okay? You're not feeling the pressure as he takes you out one by one.
I hear the bar time. Anyway, let's see. This might be one of my favorite rooms for those stealth things. Predator rooms. I'm not sure what that thing is, but that's kind of creepy, but that's fine. Let's see, then there's going to be... I mean, there's a lot of things in here. Is it? Oh, okay, not right here. Oh, okay, it's somewhere else. One, that's a really cool picture. Obsessed from a young age with Lewis Carroll's book Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Jovis Tutts, an expert hypnotist, embraced the delusion that he was the incarnation of a character in the story, the Mad Hatter. Using his cures for mesmerism, the Mad Hatter has committed many crimes, often themed around the book that inspired him and his love of hats and hard gear, going so far as to implant his hats with mind-controlled chips to amplify his hypnosis skill. Hypnosis, Jesus. Mine just blinked. Hypnosis skills. Above all other hardware, however, he covets Batman's distinctive cowl and will stop at nothing to acquire it. First appeared Batman issue 49, November 1948. Okay, so Mad Hatter is extremely interesting when it comes to terms of comics. He first appeared in the Golden Age in 1948, now appeared in the Golden Age again. He got one story. In 1956, maybe it's 54. Detective Comics issue 230 thereabouts. So it's either late Golden Age or early Silver Age. I don't remember which one. We got Mad Hatter, a second Mad Hatter. This Mad Hatter didn't look like this one at all. He wasn't. He was a bit more overweight, not too much, but overweight, and he had a bossy mustache, and he was taller. Now he went by the name of Jovis Tutts, and the comics don't treat him like he's a different Mad Hatter. But he's a different Mad Hatter. Now this second Mad Hatter was the only and the main Mad Hatter between his appearance in 1950 whatever to 1980. He appeared a lot of times. I would say he had a good 10 appearances in those in that time period. Then in 1980, the original Mad Hatter came back in Detective Comics issue 510. In that area, the original Mad Hatter came back, and he says in that he disposed of the other Mad Hatter, the imposter Mad Hatter as he calls him, and so now we only ever get original Mad Hatter Jarvis Tat stories. Now, he might have disposed of him in the Silver Age. I can't remember the second imposter Mad Hatter ever popping up in the Silver Age again. But in the modern age, we see that the second Mad Hatter is still alive and still a thing, because there's a Detective Comics issue 572, 571, maybe 573, it's one of those, which features the second Mad Hatter. Not this one, and it's interesting to have that one so late, late 80s. And then we even have the cameo appearance of that Mad Hatter. Again, he's still called Jarvis Tats, even though he's not Jarvis Tats. We get a cameo in Secret Origins issue 44, which is 89. And then way later he came back as, I think, the Hat Man, something like that, in Detective Comics. No, Batman issue 700 or something like that, in like 2009 or 10. Way late in the modern age. So, very interesting history with Mad Hatter. Master of Jesus Christ. Master of hypnotism and mind control. Obsessed with hats, is possibly one-of-a-kind items. Delusional schizophrenic with a fixation on Alice in Wonderland. And one last thing about the two Mad Hatters. The second Mad Hatter, like I said, he was the only Mad Hatter. He was the prevalent one. He was who they based Mad Hatter on in the 1960s Batman series. They didn't base him on the first one. They based him on the one that they knew with a mustache. And also, Mad Hatter shows up in later games, and he's great in all three of them. He has a great sequence in Arkham City. He has an amazing sequence in Arkham Origins, and I really like the Mad Hatter. I think it was DLC in Arkham Knight, and plus it helps. He's voiced by Peter McNichol, who I've always loved as a voice actor. Funnily enough, he voiced Man-Bat, Dr. Cork Langstrom in the Batman series, but that doesn't really matter. He was one of the main characters in the Crimes or Numbers from like 2003 to 2008 or something like that, which I watched when I was growing up. One of the shows I watched, and I've always loved his performance today. So it's always nice to hear him as the Mad Hatter. So now this, I'm supposed to be following her fingerprints. She walks this way. Now I could go this way, but then we would miss a cutscene. So we will get this extra cutscene that we don't need to see, but we will see it.
You need to stop this now, before it goes too far.
Stop? But everyone's dying to see what I do next.
Let him go now.
Really? Okay.
Really?
You say so, then. Whoopsie!
No!
You really need to speed things up, Bats.
And see,
at this rate, you'll never catch me.
Because I was kind and decided to come this way first. I got somebody more.
I need to shut down power to this room.
But yeah, so if you go to the other place first, which you're able to, that you never see any of that. So that's really cool. Oh, I'm sorry. You follow the power lines, which lead this way. Thomas Wayne, Martha Wayne. Gosh, I was forgetting about the water. Jeez. Thomas Wayne was a gifted swordsman and heir to the Wayne fortune. Dedicated to philanthropy as much as Madison, he and his wife Martha were well known and respected in Gotham. Martha Wayne shared her husband Thomas's charitable nature and was dedicated to her son Bruce's upbringing. She was well regarded in Gotham City's social circles and helped host lavish charity balls at Wayne Manor. Her tragic murder at the hands of a desperate burglar, George Hill, and Gotham's crime alley shook the city to its core and led to years of urban blight. As inspired their son Bruce to eventually become the Batman. Like I said in one of my first earlier streams, in a lot of different instances, George Hill was also actually a hitman hired by Lou Maxon after Dr. Thomas Wayne turned Lou Maxon in, after Lou Maxon came to him because he had a gun set, and Thomas Wayne helped him, but then he turned him in. That's true in both the Golden, Silver, and Modern Age. I think in New 52 it was just a random crime. But that's true in the other ages, so that's fun. And also, again, I really like the actor who portrayed him in the Batman Begins movie. Thought that he was a really good Thomas Wayne. And also, Martha comes from the Kane family. And the Kanes are addressed a lot with Grant Morrison's work, I think. In his Batman stuff. Was that Morrison? Yeah, it's related to the Dr. Simon Hurt stuff. Detective Comics issue 33. That's the first time we get the flashback of. First time we get the Batman origin. It was Detective Comics issue 33, November 1939. Highly gifted and well-trained surgeon, heir to the Wayne family fortune, dedicated philanthropist, mother to Bruce Wayne, wife to Thomas Wayne. Also, really interesting. In the Golden Age, there was no Wayne Manor. There was no historic manor. They lived in a penthouse. But Bruce Wayne bought the manor himself right before he became Batman, so he would have a base to work from. But he actually bought the manor. It wasn't a Wayne family manor, which I also thought was really interesting. We should think about them just living in a penthouse. I have just 5 left to get. That's really cool. And I know who 2 of them, 3. I could probably figure out the other 2, but that's not very entertaining to watch.
Patient interview, Pamela Lillian Isley, November 14th, 10:21 a.m. Hello, Pamela. Today I'd like to go back to something you said in our last conversation.
Ask me anything you like.
You said your first offer to help Gotham was rejected. How can you possibly believe that?
What do you mean?
You released thousands of poisonous spores into Gotham.
Dude!
Killed hundreds of people. How does that help anybody?
I'm not interested in bodies, Doctor. Horrible fleshy sacks walking around destroying my poor babies with their greed and arrogance.
But aren't you one of those fleshy sacks? Were a doctor too. How can you turn your back on
Oh, calm the fuck down.
It happens, but not you, Stephen. You're different. I feel we have a connection.
Really? You do?
Of course.
I'm sorry, I know it's the whole of me. Her logic is not how to follow. If she cares more about plants than humans, then of course she's not going to care if humans die because it is a not positive for her cause. That is not complicated. So I don't know why this doctor's such an idiot, but he is.
Stop, please! I'm not in
Do this!
That's the best you got? Finish him off, Batman!
Oh, I should have done that. But it worked
Don't let
out.
him hit you, you idiot! You need to hit me harder than that!
Damn it, I clicked one to try to throw a battering. Damn it, that was going pretty well too.
Thanks. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I eat punks like these for breakfast.
Jesus.
What were they doing in here?
The ones that weren't hitting me went over there and started doing something to the power controls. I have no idea what they were doing.
I eat punks like this for breakfast. That's great dialogue, Batman. And here's the map. You have the map for the area. They really should have put this in the later room. I don't know why it's so early on. Wait, what else is there?
Looks like Joker has booby-trapped this control box. This is going to be tougher than before.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's a risk I'll need to take.
It's so easy to miss.
Pamela, I got you what you asked for. Do you like it?
Oh, yes, Stephen, I love it. Such a beautiful flower. Do you mind if I keep it?
Oh, no, Pamela, I can't leave it. It's against all the rules. I'll just bring it and show it to you when I visit.
But it's me, Stephen. I get so lonely on my own. You wouldn't want me to be lonely, would you?
No, of course not. Keep it. Just don't let anyone see. Really, no one.
You can trust me, Stephen. Thank you. Now give me a kiss.
I can't. People will see you.
No one's watching. What's wrong with you? Don't you love me? Call me Ivy.
Of course I love you.
Yeah, now granted, I'm sure in comics nowadays she can probably attract women. Because I know she's, I think, canonically bisexual at this point in the newest timeline, but I mean, I don't know about the films thing, but either way, don't care for male doctors. That's the entire point. Oh yeah, I forgot. These are 3 different ones. Yeah, see, this is nothing with the power amplifier.
Looks like I've cut the power to the generator ahead.
Did I miss another one in that room? I mean, apparently I did. Oh,
Well, aren't you the persistent one? That's always one step ahead.
I'm not one step ahead.
It won't be long before I have an army of Titan monsters at my fingertips. Ooh, just imagine me being carried through the streets, stepping over the corpses of all those innocent citizens. It's going to be glorious. Oh, I can't wait.
As the Joker says, it's going to be glorious, guys. So we have that to look forward to. Rakatsu needed more than just his charm to lead his army. I love the Rakatsu, which you don't hear often, but well, all because of me. Tragic. One of my earliest memories of this game is watching somebody get this and then seeing the Rakatsu profile, and that's what sold me on this game. I'm like, they actually reference Rakatsu, now I need this. The Rakatsu. Once employed as an actual Rakatsu in Gotham, Otis Flanagan soon started using his natural gift, an affinity with and ability to control rats, to stage a variety of crimes. Eventually, his control over the vermin grew until he threatened Gotham City with a veritable army of rodents. Captured many times at Blackgate, he's able to do as much damage within prison as without, using his loyal pets to relay messages and transport materials inside the maze of ventilation ducts that wind throughout the giant prison. Yeah, so he doesn't go to Arkham Asylum. He goes to Blackgate. He was in fact in the Avon Mansion Batman Blackgate Wanted in 1997, which I really like. At doing what he just said, he used rats, he was the communication guy. He got messages around prison. He first appeared in 1988. Detective Comics issue 585, April 1988. 2 issues right after the ventriloquist 2-part introduction. We got a Rakatsu 2-part introduction. And then right after this, we got a 3-part Corrosive Man and Cadaver. Neither of them get profiles in this game. Right after that, we get Cornelius Talk. This was all Alan Grant and his Wagner. I can't remember the guy's name. But either way, they were like co-writing at this time. And they were just they created like 6 villains in a row. Story after story. It's actually rather impressive. So Rakatsu appeared a couple of times throughout the 90s. I know he appeared in No Man's Land. He fought Robin. I have it rather, but I think that's really cool. He showed up in part 3 of Prodigal, which was the post Batman Nightfall. That's during the 12-part story where Dick Grayson is Batman before Bruce takes the mantle back, which is forgotten nowadays, but it's really cool. It's actually a really well done story. Rakatsu appears in part 3. And he shows up, he showed up in the 3-part between Batman Side of the Bat issues 44 and 45 and a Catwoman issue. You should check out Side of the Bat issues 43 or 44, whichever one it is. Look at the artwork, because the artwork is fascinating in that issue. A lot of people hate it, and I didn't like it at first either. But I've grown to appreciate it as something different, and it certainly is different. It's really cool. Catman also appears in that 3-part. Thorough knowledge of Gotham's sewer system and Blackgate Prison's layout, area ability to wordlessly communicate with and command our rats, other values. See, that's the game making opinion as a fact. Other values rodent life, especially in comparison to human life. Rodents don't commit genocide. Just saying. And also lastly, Rakatsu's very first 2-part story is actually he's very menacing and very creepy in that. It's well worth the read. It's 585 and 586. Let's see. I've always thought this monsters are creepy looking. This is, by the way, the section that I know how to lift me through. In this area. Also, I just find this area kind of creepy. Okay, it's the area. Yeah, right through this door. See, look, I could literally just move on right now. But there's, what, 6? Yeah, 6 in here. I think I can get at least 4 of them. How is that?
Another area. Oh well, get out of here.
Something strange has popped up on my stream manager thingy. Anyway.
Another mutation. If Joker's making these monsters, he hasn't perfected the formula yet. I need to hurry.
I'm sure this is the only time in the entire game you actually use that mini platform. It really feels like it is.
What is this thing doing? Make it bigger, stronger, smarter. I can guarantee bigger. We'll just need to wait and see it together. Now you may feel big.
Okay, cool.
Ow!
The Gotham police dragged a new patient to the island. They said he was responsible for the disappearance of hundreds of the city's vagrants. As I looked at his disgusting body, all scales and teeth, my mind ran free, dreaming of delicious punishments to break this monster. Doctors gathered around, poking it, examining. But only I knew what would cure him, once and for all.
So, probably obvious, but let's see if it has anything. Not yet. Yeah, that's modern day. That's not old. I need to come down here anyway. Yeah, but seriously, the sound of the joke it basically torturing these guys is just disturbing. I think that would in fact be the 4 I can get right now. Let's see. Let's get the sonic sock. Yeah, the next one to get the house. And let's see. There's 2 left. One I know I can't get. That's the wrong way. I just hated that jump. I want to get caught on that pipe back there. And I have a sense that if I was hating making that jump. Besides, I just find this area annoying to navigate. Okay, so this one's easy. Yeah, but there's still one I'm not able to get right now. Yeah, well, that's cleared out. Tribute to what a mad dog left behind.
Help me!
Like, 2 guys are basically nothing. This guy annoys me.
Are you okay?
Do I look okay? They were gonna kill me. We were in the aviary hiding out, and they came in with Joker shooting up the place and loaded us into cages.
Are they still in there?
No, man. No one's come out since. You got to help them.
Stay here.
Let's see. I have no idea what happened to the floor here. You would think that the, I mean, they probably don't allow inmates in here anyway. I hope not, because this place is just terrifying, but, I mean, there's a warning sign. Yeah, what you need is a gate right here. Like, or a fence or something. Locks guard the king's horses, trampled, blah blah. Aha. An obese bald man nicknamed Humpty Dumpty for his egg-like form, Humphrey Dumpty is obsessed with taking things apart and putting them back together. His crimes are forced or minor break-ins, leading to small mechanical items no longer functioning due to Dumbledore's inability to adequately reassemble them after taking them apart. As soon as his obsession grew to the point that major disasters occurred in Gotham, and Dumbledore's crimes also extended to a gruesome attempt to fix his abusive grandmother by dismembering her and then attempting Frankenstein-like reassembly. At Arkham, he is a model inmate, his quiet nature and imposing physique inuring him to the madness surrounding him. So he is from the Arkham Asylum Living Hell, issue 1. I actually thought it was issue 3. But I think it's issue 3 that goes into his origin. I think issue 2 goes into Jane Doe's story. And then issue 2 goes into his origin. I've not read the whole series, but I know, I'm pretty sure he's caught by Batgirl and they do like a flashback, which is I think year 6 or year 7, something like that. So he's at 6'3" and 345 pounds, so he's a big boy. Living Hell was fascinating for all the new characters they introduced. Extremely tall, heavy, and strong, possesses an almost unnaturally quiet, deliberate nature. Ritualized childhood abuse has led to a severe case of arrested development and inability to assimilate into modern society. Obsessed with the processes of disassembly and reassembly. I used to take things apart all the time, and I also pretty much never put them back together again. But I had fun taking them apart, so that's all that really matters. The Mad Dog reference. Does he get a profile? Okay, no. He's the guy who killed Amadeus Arkham's wife and child.
Where is Dr. Kellerman?
How should I know, Warden? It does seem careless of you to have lost him.
I have no time for your games, Miss Isley. Tell me where you have him. We have security footage of you and him leaving your cell last night.
So?
Do I need to spell it out? We know you hypnotized him, or whatever it is you do. We know he took you somewhere, but conveniently, security cameras across the island were mysteriously covered by leaves and flowers at 3 a.m. Now tell me what it is.
I'm not saying a word unless you do exactly what I tell you to do.
I mean, it's Coleman's fault for being an idiot. Actually, really, it's more the Asylum's fault for having a mayor, like, be her doctor.
Help me! Someone! Get me out of
I've
this
never
thing!
understood that clue. All these years, I just don't get it.
The bat is on the way. If you see him, send the annoying doctors to hell. That's the down one, right?
Yeah.
I think that I completely missed the joke.
Good. And remember, if you hear a collar go off, Batman's here.
Joker's men are all wearing the security collars. I'll need to take out the operator first.
This is as bad as it looks.
Joker wants him stopped. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, I guess I can move. It doesn't really matter. I was kind of hoping for it. Oh! See, it did matter. Damn it. I was waiting for him to move and he just wasn't moving.
Going down!
I don't see that often, so
Too
that's fine.
easy. Played you like a violin and cut your
I
strings.
understand. The dude just wasn't moving.
Bats.
Annoying. Please don't have to go. No,
Help
no,
me!
no, no, none of
Someone!
this.
Get me out of this thing!
Thank you.
Joker's men are all wearing the security collars. I'll need to take out the operator first.
Actually, let's face this way a little. Jesus.
Joker wants him stopped. I'm gonna do it.
No, you're not. Good thing at one point these idiots should realize, hey, it's not happening. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is. Let me read it one more time to see if I can get it. Not that. And you can see how Wallace killed this area out. I mean, it helps again with the
Fiddle
game.
diddle diddle, answer my riddle.
I got that. Wait. Oh, okay, Jesus. There is no closet.
There's no closet in the gardens, so someone is using the roof instead.
I just don't get the connection. I do not get it. It is this right here.
I don't believe it. How did you work that one out?
And it's killer math. I don't get the connection. I just don't. Jerry Walker was a minor criminal who adopted the identity of Cameron Van Clare, a master criminal who in turn masqueraded as the costume supervillain Killer Moth. He is a hired gun for Gotham's gangsters, but his ingenious weaponry, including his cocoon gun, does not protect him from the regular defeat at the hands of the Batman. So he appeared in the Golden Age like 4 times. They actually were trying to make him a thing. And he appeared in some pretty good runs. I think the Golden Age was the Cameron Van Clare thing. Maybe they had him actually eventually be Jerry Walker. But I reckon that's Jerry Walker more as a 90s thing. He appeared throughout the 60s and 70s. He was considered by the 60s a joke villain. Which is funny because in the... Yeah, in Batman is 63, March 51. From his 50s appearances, he was treated like a real villain. Like worthy of being a villain. Again, he appeared like 4 times fighting Batman in the Golden Age. And yet, by the time the 60s come around, he was beaten by Batgirl in her first appearance, Barbara Gordon. And ever since then, he was treated as a joke. It's kind of disappointing, but that's fine. Obsessed with fame and identity change. Okay, he's not obsessed with identity change, but whatever. Skilled inventor, amoral, and motivated by feelings of insecurity and inadequacy into criminal activities in an attempt at notoriety. So I think I'll finish this area off and then call it a day. I'm getting close to the 2 hour 30 mark that at least it's been consistent so far. Like I don't need to stick to it forever. Maybe tomorrow I might just finish the game off in a raid since I'm off after work and I actually have a day off. Yeah, he's kind of in the wrong spot. I'm pretty sure there's no way he can see you here even if you go ahead of him, but...
Batman better not try and mess
I'll
with
say
us.
hell. I mean... You know, I'm fine. Oh, it's never going to give me that 200 points because I'm in this whole thing. That's interesting. I actually thought there was a window here that I could cross to him. I got 8 packs.
I've incapacitated the main threat, but the hostages are still in danger.
So you figured out my puzzle, eh? That's well, good for you. Do you remember about my alarms?
I'll go this way.
Summon taxi. Here. Don't let him find me.
So I have... I'm not very good at using this, but let's see. Okay, so that's just take them out. So that's cool.
Leave him here. Run out and find the back. I'll cover over here.
I don't have the Sonic Sack one, do I? No, I do have the Sonic Sack Batarang. Okay. Yeah, so the original upgrade just can attract somebody and then you can like get them yourself. But this one you can actually blow up and take out. So that's what it is. Can I do this? I mean, he would die if I did. So I don't know if I can. If he turns away, I'll try. He is pretty insistent about facing this way, though. They're not moving. It's kind of strange. Usually, they climb up to the tower to look at the guy you take out. Yeah, he's not moving.
Don't be scared, boy. It's just like you and me. Just crazier.
Oh,
I mean, if
what did
anyone
I do?
deserves to be locked up, it's him.
Okay, those I put my fingers in the wrong spot. Okay, well, okay, I'm going back up here then. You see, literally it's just facing right at that section. I don't want to walk tomorrow, but it'll be fine. Of course, now he's not facing that way.
He ain't sneaking past me.
I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, I can. I want to get 2 hard shots. And I did. I wish I'd gotten that guy first, but that's fine. Little messy, but it works. Let's go talk to the people I saved. Let's do some gold stuff.
Joker wanted the entrance to the Titan production plant guarded. I should pick up Harley's trail again so I can find it.
I just work here. What good is killing me?
I'm sorry. I thought I was working for Dr. Young. I had no idea Joker was involved until he burst in the lab.
Where is the lab?
Back over there. I always get buzzed through. There's a hidden door, but, well, you know, it's hidden.
I'll find it. Stay here.
Oh, well, that's right down here.
We found him. No thanks to you. The poor man could have died.
So...
He has a wife.
She doesn't
as the
kill.
planets he travels underfoot, the spores he breathes in and destroys have children. Why does he deserve anything more than them? You people ignore what is happening in front of your eyes.
I refuse to put the welfare of plants before the welfare of people.
And that is why you will lose. There's more happening than you know, Warden. It's all connected.
I've never liked that ending because I'm not sure if that's referring to anything related to the Titan thing, or if it's just she's, I don't know. Like, I've never liked it, and that means it's bad. Inherently, I'm sure that's how it works. Oh, it needs to be on. Okay. Interesting that my sound thing hasn't recharged yet. I think I will, I know how shall I do this.
Well, look who's discovered our secret lab. Since you've made it this far, let me show you what I've cooked up.
So, two fun things about this. There is... Oh, I don't have the health to try it, never mind. There's a team achievement which I've never gotten. To take these people out without using a battle ring. Or take a Titan out without using the battle ring. Which I've never done. God, that was close. I hate controlling these things. Doesn't break the combo. Like 2 seconds away from. So, if you can get through this fight without breaking these tanks and having them explode, which I have to imagine would be kind of hard, you then get the not achievement. You get the mission. You blow up the tanks, and you have to use your explosive spray, which is fascinating. Hello?
Oracle, I've destroyed the Titan production facility, but Joker escaped with enough to cause us real problems.
Just when you think it can't get any worse.
They've been using a venom plant hybrid to create the Titan strain. The plant's the key. And there's only one person on Arkham Island who can help us.
And what makes you think Poison Ivy will help you?
If her plants are at risk, she'll listen. I have a sample of her pheromone signature on record. She'll be somewhere in the gardens. I'll track her down.
I think I'll have the conversation with Poison Ivy and then on right after. That's my inclination.
I'm going to need something to get over this ravine.
Oh, I'll show you through the camera. And it didn't really work for a second. I could have literally been distracted by that glass, but okay, Batman. It's cool. The time lapse, which is really fun in the later games. Or at least Arkham City. I don't know if it appears in Arkham Knight. I can't remember. Let's get this.
Now I can go find Ivy. They're all dead. Joker was busy while I fought his monsters. He'll pay for this.
And that's fine because I think Joker left from the elevator from the other side of the room, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go start getting the health upgrades. I haven't died yet, but I've gotten close a couple of times, and now it's gonna be much harder. Films. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's pretty obvious where I need to go.
Oh, you are definitely cheating.
So yeah, no. Yeah, I cleared these out, and I can get that one as I come back. So literally, I'll have one out of two things left in here to get. Oh, I guess plus the teeth. Although I might be able to get this on my way out. I don't know. And this can be the great cliffhanger.
My darlings, I'm here now. My poor darlings. Yes, I know he's found us, but I won't let him hurt you. I'll kill him first.
Ivy, I know Dr. Young mutated these plants to produce venom.
Yes, and I heard it through the grapevine the evil woman paid the price.
That means more
I need you to help me create an
usually
antidote.
does.
Why should I? Let Joker have his fun. I'll enjoy watching you squirm.
You've been in the dark too long. Every plant on this island will get the same unless you cooperate.
There's a plant growing deep in Arkham Island. Only it can counter the effects of this Titan strain.
Where do I find it?
Oh, in Killer Croc's lair. You didn't think it would be easy, did you?
Go back to your cell, or I'll be after you next.
And I'll be waiting.
So I have to go to the middle of Killer Croc's lair to find. I do like that plot point. I think it's really fun.
Oracle, I need to find a way into Killer Croc's lair. It's somewhere below Arkham Island.
There's nothing on the system about where he's kept.
I found a door near the Batcave, but it's shut tight. There's got to be another way in. I left guard Cash in the mansion. I'll see if he can shed some light on where Croc's kept.
So I find that really fascinating. You have to go speak to Cass to figure out where to go next. I'll do this fight since I wanted to save after the conversation happened. Hey guys.
What the hell is that thing? Is that the best you got?
Oh well, at least I took him out.
Hit him again! You okay, buddy? What happened? This'll hurt.
I don't know how I dodged that. Oh, damn it, that wasn't.
Jeez. This'll hurt. You hit like a girl.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm sure if I could fight back there, I'd get upgraded a lot faster, but at the end of the day, I've always fought sufficiently. And really, what more could you ask? I'm going to under here and then just immediately end it. So guys, thanks for watching, for all who did. I shall return probably tomorrow with maybe a longer stream, we'll see. I have one more day of work to get through, but thank you for watching. Have a nice night. And I don't know, may good things happen to you and stuff, I don't know. But yeah, have a nice night. Thanks guys. I'll under here and then be done. It's saved. And now I'm done. Bye guys. It's been nice.